Today we're going to talk about amino acids. And amino acids represent a very important topic in biochemistry because amino acids are the building blocks for proteins. So they are stacked together in order to form a bigger particle, which is the protein. And inside our bodies, just 20 amino acids are used for this process. So just 20 amino acids are involved in the process of protein synthesis. And these 20 amino acids, we're going to talk about them and their names and their structures. And the structures might seem a little bit complicated in the beginning, but when you know how it works, it actually goes on in kind of an incremental manner. So you start with a basic unit or a main part, and then you start adding up some carbons or other groups like hydroxyl groups or thiol groups, SH, sulfur groups, and stuff like that. And the problem gets to you when you try to associate the names with the structures, but after practice, a little bit of practice, it will get easier, hopefully. So let's start with the structure. From the name amino acids, it means that these chemical structures, they have an amino group and also they have an acidic character, so because that's why they're called amino acids. And this is how it goes. We have our carbon with an H attached to it, and then we have a carboxyl group, a carboxylic group attached to this carbon, and we have an amino group attached to the same carbon, and an R. R stands for radical. So we have an alkyl. R is an alkyl radical. It means that we have more carbons here attached to this carbon. This carbon is called the alpha carbon. So the first rule when you're trying to write the structure, because I see people get confused about that, whether do I need to put an H here or I don't, or how many H's, H2 or H3, or I don't know. The rule is, whenever you have a carbon like this, you have to bond it to four other atoms or molecules, because it bonds to just one atom inside the molecule. So it must have four of such bonds. If we want to write the structure more efficiently, we would write something that looks like this, and I put the H here. But it gets messy when you try to write bigger structures. Also, we can eliminate the H from this and consider it as a part of the R, or you can write it whatever you want. This is like the formula. This is the basic structure of the amino acid. So let's start with the first amino acid. The first amino acid looks something like that. We have the carbon, and we have COOH, the carboxylic group. We have the amino group. We have an H here, and we have another H. That's the first amino acid. It's called glycine, and we abbreviate all the amino acids into 3 letters. So glycine is GLY, glycine. This is the first one. The second one is called alanine, and it's abbreviated to ALA. And what you do is you remove this hydrogen and you put a methyl group. This is the second one. So we added one more carbon, alanine. The next one is called valine, and it's abbreviated to VAL, val. And then you add an extra methyl group, like that. This is valine. See, we are adding up carbons. The one after valine is called leucine, and it's abbreviated to LEU, leucine. And what we do is that we add 2 more methyl groups. One here and another one here. And this will be CH2. Why CH2? Because 2 bonds are given to the hydrogen, and 1 bond here, 1 bond there, total 4 bonds, we're good. So CH2, and here just 1 H because there are 3 bonds here and 1 given to the hydrogen. This is how you decide which number will you give to the H's, or don't just write H's at all. So this is leucine. The next amino acid is called isoleucine. So I-L-E. And iso means that it has the same structure but with a different formation. So instead of having the methyl group here, it moves to the other carbon, to this one. And here we'll have CH2. So this is isoleucine. Now we go to another group of amino acids, the ones that have cyclic structures. For example, we have an amino acid called phenylalanine. Phenylalanine. From the name, apparently, it's just like alanine, but it has a phenyl group, or a benzene ring. And it is like this. In alanine, we have here a CH, and then another CH2, and then we have a methyl group. But instead of having a methyl group, we will have a benzene ring, like that. This is phenylalanine. We have another amino acid which is called proline, abbreviated to PRO, proline. And proline looks like that. So this is a 5-ring structure, and this is the carboxylic group is here, this one, and here we have our CH here at that point. This is here, the CH, and the CH is attached to the NH, and it loses 1 hydrogen in order to form a bond here, and here we have another CH2, CH2, CH2. And this is proline. So what happens is that we add here methyl groups so that we can bond this structure together in order to form this shape. And we still have the base here, which is that part.